Now I call upon the retired Joint Director Railway Board, the former Advisor Planning Commission, and now the Vice President of the IC Center of Governance, Sri Mahesh Kapurji, for the introductory speech.
Good morning. On behalf of the IC Center for Governance, I have great pleasure in welcoming you all to this session on ethics in public governance. While I am welcoming you all who are in this auditorium, I am also pleased to welcome all those who are in other parts of the South Central Railway, in different divisions of the South Central Railway, Secunderabad, Vijayawada, and the other places, all the 6 divisions of South Central Railway. And before I start, I would also like to compliment the Railway for having achieved the award for the best railway this year. The award comes, as I was told by the General Manager, after 10 years. I have no doubt that you will also strive to pick up the award for the Satyanishta competition also. Satyanishta has been explained very well in the morning session by the member engineer, Mr. Gupta, who spoke very well. He said that he did not know the subject, but he spoke the subject and gave a gist of the subject extremely well. And so did the General Manager by telling what exactly was Satyanishta, what was ethics, and listening to your voice. It has made our task very much easier, because we are now repeating what has been said earlier. And as it has been said, when you repeat and say something over and over again, perhaps it may have some effect. A word about IC Center for Governance. Who are we? The IC Center for Governance started 15 years ago on the behest of a group of people who found that to take advantage of globalization, you need to put your own house in order. And to put your own house in order, the best thing that came out was improve governance in this country. So how do you improve governance in this country? So a whole lot of people, 300 of them, came together from different walks of life. They came from the world of bureaucrats, from the world of the academia, from media, the corporate world. Every different type of person came together and we made and constituted the IC Center for Governance. With the chairman inaugurating Mr. Justice Venkat Chadaya, the first chairman. The co-chairman with him was Ambassador Abid Hussain, and Mr. Prabhat Kumar, the founder, president of the center. We are a think tank and advocacy group, but our flagship program has been for the last decade or so now, bringing awareness on ethics in public governance and public service. This comes through a training module of 5 days which we have been conducting in Panchgani. It is not a training program as such. We are not professional trainers. We are all from the University of Hard Knocks, like you. We have learned our lessons working in the system. And we have gone through some of the dilemmas and some of the problems that you face, and you think it is unique. Nobody else has faced it. It has been faced by others, and perhaps sharing that experience makes it easier for you to take decisions on what is right. There are several definitions people give about ethics, and we have a whole session which Mr. Prabhat Kumar will take on the context of ethics. But the important thing that I can think of is what is right is ethical. And there are several rights. You decide the right. Your options. And the right for you is different from the right for the others. Every profession has its own ethics. The railways have their own professional ethics also. The ethics of railways would bring punctuality and safety on the forefront. And I'm conscious of when I use the word safety because it was mentioned in the morning session that everybody comes in interaction with the railways. It is so profoundly connected with our lives. Sometimes you might see a scene at a railway station where the father, the man, is catching the train. The wife has got a little child she's holding. She's making the child wave to the father. All these touching emotional scenes are there at the station. Suppose something happens to that train and it meets with an accident because of the fault of some of us. What happens to the child? That woman. And many times when people talk about these rules that have been made by the railways, I remember when I was a young officer, I was told by my boss, buried under every rule of your general and subsidiary rules is perhaps an innocent passenger or a railway employee who has paid his life, and that life, when you investigated in an inquiry, you came to a conclusion that no, this rule should become like this, and therefore we will save an accident in future. So these rules are sacred. These ethics of professional working is so sacred that it involves lives of people, and I don't think we can live in our conscience if we have such a thing on our lives, heavy as that we were responsible for that. It is difficult to take right decisions sometimes. Values which you have need to be something which you should stand for, regardless of the consequences. Fortunately, the consequences for taking right decisions cannot be too much of a problem. As Mr. Gupta mentioned in the morning, at the end of the day, you will find that you did not lose. Temporarily, you may. You might get transferred, which is sometimes a penalty because the children are going to a school and your wife is working or your husband is working and you are transferred, so it upsets you. You can even be suspended. Sometimes the boss thinks you have not followed me, I place you under suspension. If you are right, nothing will happen. Even if you come under a vigilance case when somebody has implicated you wrongly, I am a great believer that the truth will triumph. Satyamev Jayate. It finally does. When you take decisions, 10% of the people are always very ethical, 10% of the people are generally unethical. But 80% of the people are followers. If the institution and the institutional ethics of the organization is ethical, the 80% will move in that direction. And all of you, as was mentioned in the morning, are leaders. And as leaders, you must have the courage to take your followers by the decisions you have taken. You may have to be alone. You may have to walk alone. There is a story of, I always quote, it was a big movie also in a play, the movie of Pankaj Kapoor, Ek Ruka Hua Faisla. 12 jurors, 11 saying guilty. One man convinced that no, this boy was not guilty. That man struggled one after the other until the final verdict was all 12 unanimously saying not guilty. So you see the power of one. The power of one is very strong. You can be that one. Everyone, each one of us is capable of becoming that one. We have an awesome faculty. We have Mr. Prabhat Kumar, who will talk to you about the context. Mr. Mukund Kaushal will take you to what happens in actual life when you face these dilemmas of ethics. We have Mr. Anil Sidhu, who will also join, is not yet here, who will talk about the nexus of good. Like you have a vicious cycle, you need to create a virtuous cycle. Look at good, appreciate good, talk of good, and good will become good better. If you talk of evil, talk of bad, it becomes worse. I'd like to close by just only saying, don't be scared of being alone in your decision making, that you might suffer. I only am reminded of one, मैं अकेला ही चला था जाने में मंजिल, लोग आते गए और कारवां बढ़ता गया. Thank you very much.